Keys to success number
71.
Number 71. Wow. Okay. So just to tell you how complex it is to stay well, this is number 71. So we're going to talk about post-holiday problems. We're going to talk about, well, better than saying that, let's just say we've had the holidays. I've already run into a number of people who are having gas, having heartburn come back. I talked to someone the other day that thinks they're developing a new food sensitivity, acid indigestion, and none of these are patients of mine. So I listened to them. Some of them were attuned enough to say, oh, I'm going to do another whole food sensitivity testing. One of them was one of our patients. They're going to go through the whole diet again, which is fine. They're going to, who's going to be taking pancreatic enzymes, who's going to be taking enzymes for their hydrochloric acid, who's going to be taking probiotics, who's going to be taking proton pump inhibitors, better known as
PPIs.
I was going to say Prozac, not Prozac, better known as
Prilosec.
Better known as Prilosec and those types of things. So I thought, well, if all of these folks are talking about it, then I'm sure there's at least one of our patients who is talking about it. So the probable common string among all of those symptoms, watching at least this group of people, was stress. And stress will decrease hydrochloric acid to your stomach, making you not be able to digest well. Stress will cause a lack of blood supply to your intestines. Stress, which also could cause things to not move through as well. Stress could affect your thyroid, which in addition to stress can cause all of those same things. So our whole world here is about looking at how to get physiology to start working right again. Now, when I do the initial report in which I share with the patient what their treatment's going to look like, what we determined their condition was, what their treatment's going to look like, and what their future will look like, I will say life goes on. There will be viral attacks. There will be bacterial attacks. There will be things like that. There will be infections that could destabilize you. And that's why we have these 71 keys to success. And I also mentioned that there can be new stresses. So new stresses, it's post-Christmas, we have a new stress.
Post-Hanukkah.
Post-Hanukkah, no, Hanukkah
Oh, right.
in the process.
In the process.
And so we're in Hanukkah, which is several days of Hanukkah and celebration. So, so what should we tell them to do?
I'd say just first being cognizant that you probably have been under stress. I know I was under stress last week.
I know you were too.
Yeah, because you have the combination of, we go from being regimented beings to then we all have holiday parties and we have engagements and we have Christmas shopping and we have Christmas here or Hanukkah there and this party there.
If you're a business, you have end of the year stuff. You have to, you have your taxes, you have your all of your regulations, all the things you got to clean up. In our world, insurances, we have doctors here who are chiropractors who have insurance that does cover them, that doesn't cover us. Just a lot of things that have to be done in those last couple of weeks. Get our licenses, license renewal papers filled out and stuff like that.
So it's incredibly stressful.
Yeah,
it is a very, very stressful time of year. And so we all kind of got to take a step back and say, okay, that happened. Number two, a lot of people probably went off their diet, just stating the obvious. And even if you did stay on your diet for the most part, we even allow most patients to have like a gluten-free holiday on their major holidays. So that may be causing you to feel a little bit worse, and that coupled with the stress.
You mean a gluten-free free holiday? You mean they can eat gluten?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. So
I thought I was going to say that's the first I've heard of it.
No. So they can have anything that's gluten-free. So they can have like the rice bread and things
of
that nature.
Got it.
That we don't normally allow them
stuff
to have,
that we tell them about,
especially when they're in the course of the program.
Okay.
So we have those components, and so just a lot of sugar that a lot of people are not used to. So we're anticipating this to be kind of a rough week for the patient population coming in. And so now you can kind of approach it in a different manner, rather than just saying, you know, I need to change up my diet, rather than just saying I need to take some repair vite to heal my gut again before I introduce foods. Really being zeroed in on your stress levels is massively important this time of year. Getting back to your brain exercises that we've given you, that so many of you stop doing, even our most diligent patients, it falls off because you start feeling well and you start thinking, well, do I really need to do it? This happens and you get out of the routine. Or you need to do your stress relaxation exercises if you're having trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. Those stress relaxation exercises we've shown you before, where you tap your feet 1 time a second, breathing in for 4 seconds, out for 5 to 7 seconds, and just doing that until you feel calm over a period of 5 to 10 minutes. And this is all advice that we've given you before on an individual basis. I mean, if something new is happening and you're developing severe anxiety or severe depression, then let us know. Then you need to come in for a visit. But we try to give you these tools to do from these broadcasts so you can stay healthy. That's the whole idea. So as Dr. Rutherford was illustrating, coming out of the holidays, it's not just a diet thing, it's a stress thing. So be really, really aware of that. Maybe one of your resolutions should be, how is your life going to be more balanced in the new year? That may sound cheesy, a lot of people are talking about, but really setting goals and how you're going to kind of create the routine that you want going into the new year is highly important.
Okay. And just to emphasize the exercises, okay, because for me, they are crucial. I can do 3 cerebellar repetitions and have my brain improve. And I don't know, still, I kind of have this sneaky feeling that it's hard for people to think that this is so simple that it can be that powerful. But we were talking before we went on here, and I was presenting the case here that, you know, we actually treat the more severe patient. So if you needed to go through this, you were the more severe patient. You were the person whose brain maybe stopped filtering out pain. You're the patient whose brain maybe has started to learn pain. And you're the patient whose brain is messing up your gut, messing up your gallbladder, messing up all of these different types of things. And I understand the diet had a part to play in getting you better by decreasing inflammation, sir. But these brain exercises are which strengthen your frontal lobe and which strengthen your cerebellum to calm down your midbrain, when in fact, many of you were on antidepressants, I keep wanting to say Prozac. Well, Prozac, yeah, you're on Prozac. Many of you were on anti-anxiety medications. Many of you were on Cymbalta, Savella, gabapentin, these types of things. And it's hard to make the connection that one of the biggest reasons that you got off of those was because you were able to strengthen the parts of your brain that were calming that stress mechanism down. We are so enamored today with complexity. We are enamored with machines and computers and computer programs and Star Wars, and more is better. We have done everything to find the most powerful, most simple, most effective tool that you could have at home. I do this because this is the one I do in emergencies when I start flagging to do. So you have it. And if you do them consistently, you can be like me, and I've had, look, I have all this stuff. I had fibromyalgia and peripheral neuropathy and chronic fatigue and celiac, and I've had multiple concussions, more than you could possibly believe sometimes. And yet, because I'm consistent with what I'm doing, if I start to flag, I might be able to close my eyes for 7 or 8 or 10 minutes and then do literally 3 sets of exercises on my cerebellum, because my cerebellum seems to be the guy for me, and I'm fine. It can be that powerful if you're consistent with this. And this is the time of year that it's maybe best to remind you of that. So I want you to really rethink and take those exercises seriously if you have not been doing so.
Exactly. So,
and I'm not the chiropractic neurologist.
Well, this is the
I'm
point
the patient.
That everybody needs to get.
I'm the patient.
Yeah, I'm the patient too.
Okay.
So this is a lesson for all of us. So
okay.
Just passing that on, and we'll see you next week.
And remember the same one for New Year's.
All right, we'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.